Hey, hey, what's going on? Aquarius. Oh, y'all energy. Capricorn just did Capricorn. They're so serious. that's not a bad thing. It's just, very straightforward. Y'all energy is different. All right, so Aquarius. Bubba, what are you? You with everything, aren't you? Gimme. No, not toy. Thank you, Bubba. No. Play with your toys. Thank you. Okay, so Aquarius, how you doing? How you living? What's up? Hello. No. Little boy. Okay. I'll do this without the cord because he tried to do that last time too. With the Capricorn. Alright, so check out the website. Everything is in the description box below. You have access to Esoteric Biology, the Logbook, through the website. It has everything that are available on the courses except for the coaching. But all the concrete core information and fundamentals are in the book. Check out the website to be able to access the links to the courses, which are featured on Udemy. Go ahead and check that out. Check out the products that we have. We have merch. We have shirts. This is one of the shirts. I forgot to mention that in Capricorn, but this is one of the shirts. We have essential bath salts. They are infused with the dry herbs. The herbs are small enough where you don't have to worry about getting your drains clogged up and all that good stuff. They are infused with essential oils. Essential oils used in the three that are available are they are not phototoxic, so you don't have to worry about not being able to enjoy this beautiful summer sun. As well as shower bombs will be coming out very soon. They will be debuted at an event next weekend, and after that, they will be on the website. There are 3 standard blends as of right now. I am working on a 4th. If you would like a personalized blend, go ahead and book with me a aromatherapy consultation. Or, if you can seek any other services, there are other services that are available. Coaching, spiritual coaching, life coaching, and a few other things that are available. So go ahead and check out the website. A lot of goodies on there. Ooh, I'm getting faster doing that. Hey. All right, divine and divine only. What do we have for the masculine energy of Aquarius? Okay. Okay, divine and divine only. Feminine energy for Aquarius. Feminine energy of Aquarius. Okay, divine and divine only. Duality for Aquarius. Okay, so the first card that came out is Trickster. Do not mistake Trickster with Shapeshifter. With Shapeshifter. Those are 2 completely different things. If you had to compare and contrast, Trickster is the energy that brings forth challenges. A lot of people see it another way. This card says challenges, and I'm learning to see Trickster energy as challenges. It's just that. I mean, is it not challenging when Trickster energy comes along? Yes, it is. As long as you have discernment, you're good. So it's that challenge to be able to challenging you to utilize your discernment, utilize your inner wisdom. So that is what's going on. Is this Trickster energy is here for a challenge, to challenge you, to challenge your foundation, so that you can know whether your foundation is sturdy and stable and reliable or not, resourceful or not. When I did factory work, we used to have these things called stress tests, which they would overwhelm the system, to prepare for an upcoming, season like Christmas or something like that, where they know a lot of orders are going to go in. That way they can work out all the bugs and things. Can they prepare for everything? No, but they can prepare for things that they know went wrong, last time, or that could possibly go wrong, that has happened in previous situations, that they are aware of, in order to utilize that wisdom to have discernment, to know what to focus on, what not to focus on. This happens within our lives too, on an energetic level, on a spiritual level, on a mental level, on an emotional level, and on a worldly level. So all it is a challenge. It's a challenge. It is a challenge. It's challenging you. I challenge you to a duel. It's challenging you to a duel. And it's not for it. Depending on how you take it, because a lot of times you go through challenges, we're able to look back and laugh at it later, because you're like, you ain't gonna get me this time. That's what the challenge is doing. You're like, I got wisdom. He cannot get something. Bubba, he wants his duck. Hold on, let me get his duck. Bubba. You get the ducky. Yeah, I know you guys are like, what in the earth is that? His duck. You couldn't get it off the couch. He's tall, he's not that tall. He charged. You got the ducky, Bubba? You want to show your ducky? Yes. It's a ducky. Yes, Bubba. Here, you do it. What? Big boy. So that's what this trickster energy is about. It's about the challenges that we face. Being able to turn those challenges into wisdom instead of allowing them to make you look like a fool. That's how you make that situation look like a fool, by channeling and transmuting that into wisdom that you can apply elsewhere. Utilize wisdom that you can share. Utilizing wisdom for you to be prepared for future events that are very similar, or just being able to tap into your discernment, so that you can tap into your discernment and utilize it when you need to, and be able to follow your inner guidance. No. So for the feminine energy, we have cave, retreat. Take the time out to be able to retreat, to reflect, to have that time of introspection, to have that time to yourself, to be able to transmute those energies. If you have a mental challenge, or a challenge moving forward, since this is masculine energy, being able to take that retreat and have that time out on an emotional level, to gather oneself to be able to proceed to move forward. Take a time out. Taking a retreat does not mean that you have given up. No, it means you're collecting yourself. It means you have the ability to have patience. You have the ability to be able to tap in to what it is that you need to tap into, to connect to what it is you need to connect to have that time of introspection and reflection, to have that wisdom and utilize that wisdom and walk in that wisdom. Do I walk through the valley of shadows? It's dark down there. Going into the unknown, being able to tap into that on a different level. Just because something seems like this externally, or you're facing a problem externally, a lot of the time that wisdom and those answers are within us, and we come across them effortlessly during that time of peace, of silence, of retreat, of getting away from the situation, having that time with just you and what it is that you believe in, to be able to rebalance, to recalibrate, to come back to you, to shake it off. And you have the Eight of Wands. Then after you come out of this retreat, you're flying free, you're flying high. You feel abundant, you feel cleansed, you feel rejuvenated, you feel reborn, you feel free. when we utilize wisdom within the challenges that we face and look at the challenges that we come across as wisdom, even if it's not wisdom for ourselves, sometimes we come across experiences that is for where it is that we're going for others, to assist them, having that reciprocity. You know, you ever gone through something and then you randomly come across somebody else randomly and they're going through what it is that you've overcome, and being able to share a piece of wisdom, like that's a beautiful moment. That's a time that's a place of his. Check out Capricorn's message. That's a place of reciprocal healing, because you've healed. Now you're able to pass that on. You was like, I don't know why, like, 'cause some stuff, I mean, let's face it, some stuff, you know, it ain't, it's like I can't, there is no logical explanation, that there is no reason good enough. And then we come across somebody else and we're able to give them that, or even just being able to share the fact, like, hey, you're not alone. You know, even if it's something that you haven't overcome, but somebody else knowing, like, okay, it's not just me. That brings a sense of peace to mind, of knowing, like, it ain't just me. It's not just me. Because, like, this and this and this and this and this. No, it's not just you. It might be other different experiences, or it might be experienced in a different way, and taken personally on a different way, but everybody has had pain, everybody has had hurt, everybody has had challenges, difficulties. But yet we're still here. Those before us, those that are here now, and those to come, that's never going to leave. So why not be able to find a higher purpose behind it? Why not have faith or hope that there is something, even if it has nothing to do with directly with you, that is not in vain, and that is freeing from whatever the challenge is. Being able to release. I seen a video actually this morning of doves being released. Being able to be released. To release those burdens in those times of retreat. Being able to allow them to fly, so that you can acknowledge, will become aware, acknowledge, and accept whatever it is that you're going through. It's okay to not be okay. We haven't made that a norm. We made it a norm to be strong and to persevere, and that nothing shake you. If something don't shake you, you can't persevere. You can't have a triumph without trials and tribulations. What you didn't overcome anything. It was just smooth road. What did you overcome? So if we choose to look at it from that perspective, it's a part of the process of the journey. When you're baking a cake, you know, you don't want no eggshells in the cake. So every time you crack an egg, you're utilizing the wisdom that you've done, because at some point in time in your life you had eggshells in there. You know how to get it out. You know not how to not shatter it. You know, like when you're a kid and it's just so many tiny little pieces that you gotta start completely over. You know, it might be one big chunk of a chip that you could, or you learn how to. You got so good at it that you've overcome that challenge. And you learn how not to leave eggshells at all. Or you just decide to use liquid eggs. I mean, you could do that too. So now she got to the point you was like, I'm not good at cracking eggs. I'm just going to use liquid eggs. That's overcoming, but it took you many a times to get to that point and be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to just go around it this way. But it's freeing. Having this time to be to oneself. Having that time of retreat, of reflection, of introspection. Remember to have compassion when we do reflect and have introspection, being able to forgive ourselves for not knowing. We learn, we live and we learn, literally, and we learn through living. And not necessarily seeing life as just a challenge, but a journey. And along a journey, You're going to come across hills. Not every hill is easy. Some of them hills going to be steep as hell. You know, even if you got a bike, you gonna get off that bike and walk that bike. If that hill is steep enough, you like, nah, riding the bike. Now, you still got your bike, so rolling down the hill on the bike, hey, you coasting. Walking down the hill, you know, might be a little bit more challenging than walking up the hill. You know, so it's being able to have discernment and have compassion for oneself. Have compassion for oneself and utilizing the wisdom that you gain from the challenges, from changes as well. A lot of trickster energy comes in the form of change, because let's face it, not everybody is up to change. And a lot of time, you know, when changes happen, or, you know, whether you're implementing the change yourself, or the change is coming through you, or you're affected by it, it's still a challenge. And it takes time to retreat so that you can create a plan. So you can get in alignment for what's happening, for what's about to take place, or what that is taking place. And choosing how it is you want to move forward in this. You know, let's say last time, you know, you was resisting. What happened the last time versus the last time you just went with it. And, you know, so it might be a mixture of both. Like, okay, I'm not resistant to all of it. Maybe just a little bit of this, or vice versa. It's still freeing in that moment of retreat. Y'all, reading's getting shorter and shorter. All right, so for duality, we have East, emergence. And when you come out, and one has overcometh, and you emerge, it's a beautiful thing. Chariot energy. Let's say the last time you came out, sometimes when we come out, and it's still a beautiful thing. How is a beautiful thing? The Chariot's in reverse, the Nine of Cups in reverse, Strength is in reverse. You freed yourself. You freed yourself. You had that moment of retreat because you couldn't move forward. You felt emotionally, mentally depleted, physically depleted. Or going into retreat caused this to happen. It still freed you. Like, she's sitting there having nightmares. Like, look at that. That's not just a tree branch. It looks like a hand coming in. Like, I'm going to get you. It freed you mentally. Not so worried about what's going to happen. Because, okay, so this is mental energy. It freed you. It freed you. It freed you. So confirmation on the King of Swords in reverse, the Will. It allows you to let down your barriers. Like, he's sleeping with his swords. He got swords laying on top of him. He got a sword underneath him. He got this helmet. Like, bruh is ready. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready. It freed you. That's in reverse. It freed you. This is taking place. Everything that is taking place, these challenges allowing you to go on retreat. It's allowing you to forgive, to release, to surrender, to let go. To let go. Let go and let God. Let go and allow. This is letting go. This is release. This is surrender. This is forgiveness. So that you can be free and truly be free. That is the sun coming up again. Even if you're emotionally depleted, even if you don't know exactly where to go, how to go about it, even if you just you feel like you're coming from a place of weakness, you're here. One of the hardest things to do, you have to give them, because we're in a place of strength and we feel like we're emotionally and mentally fulfilled, and we know how to go about things, how to do things, and just know the answer to everything. Why would we let go and surrender and be open to allowance and letting down our barriers for? For what? For what? Why? So this allows for that to happen. But yeah, that was definitely a coaching section with the challenge energy, because now, coming out of all this and feeling more free, you will gather the wisdom of the challenge that has transpired. You're going to see challenges in a completely new way, in a completely different way, because of you being vulnerable, accepting what is going on, how it's happening, because you can't do anything about it, allows you to be free. When we're always able to be in control of our situations, sometimes that in itself can be a downfall. And feeling like we are depleted emotionally, feeling physically drained and weak, not knowing where to go and what to do, is the most liberating thing ever. Because then, when we get to that point and we're at that place and we're able to feel a sense of liberation and freedom, because you're like, oh, I just don't care. You actually get to a point where you don't care. It starts off in a negative form, like, oh, I just don't care. But then you get to a point and it's like, you know what? I don't care. That's when you're able to have faith. Like, I don't care. Whatever happens, happens. I'm going to get through it because I'm still here. I made it out the last time I felt like this, And that's what this is going to serve for. This is a beginning point. This is a stepping point. This is a brick laid into something that's going to last for a very long time. Because when I see all the things that are as far as the top three, the Chariot, the Nine of Cups, and the Strength, turn upward, you're going to know when to be able to just let go, allow, surrender, forgive, and forgive you for not being able to do anything. Because, we think about forgiveness also a lot of times when it's like towards a person and things like that, and I have to forgive for myself. But sometimes forgiveness is a forgiveness of not being able to do anything about it, which allows us, we have been conditioned to feel weak, useless, purposeless, pointless, unworthy. But being able to forgive of not being able to do anything is how we're able to connect with our truth, with our authenticity. We're able to, sometimes you get forced to be receptive. You get forced to be receptive. I can say I've been put into a situation before where, a person not liking to ask for help because, I was taught like, no, the guy's gonna make a way, or you make a way, and allowing that to be okay. We see that as being weak. There's nothing wrong with receiving what is it you're supposed to receive, because a lot of times we're too busy out going about doing stuff and being strong and filling our own cup when we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to receive that. We're not supposed to give that to ourselves this time. It's supposed to be giving in a different way. With it's supposed to be given in a different way from what it is that you believe in, the world around you. Because now with this scenario, with that information coming out, you have a hard time believing in miracles. You have a hard time having faith because you've always had to come from a place of strength. You've always had to make things happen. And you've always had to fill your own cup. And what the trickster energy is coming in is making you feel that no, you have to fill your own cup. You have to do something about it, and you have to stay strong. You gonna give into the same cycle, or you going to allow yourself to receive? Because it's depleting to always give and to always do. It's nice to receive. It's nice to have mutual reciprocity where there's giving and receiving. So not just giving and not just doing. Being able to actually rest, to have a peace of mind. You know how powerful it is to have a peace of mind where everything seems to be going absolutely wrong. That's what you call the peace that surpasses all understanding. Is to have peace and comfort within oneself, within an outcome that looks like ain't never going to happen. That's how we're able to receive miracles. And it might not be something so dramatic. It could be something that, it might not be as dramatic, but it's something that is you're focused on and it has your attention. Because, okay, let's say we compare and contrast. And that's where that comes into. We can't do that. A challenge is a challenge. What might be a challenge to you may not be a challenge to somebody else. Let's say getting your car fixed. I had to get a belt replaced. For somebody else, that's not a challenge. Why? Because they know how to fix cars. I don't know how to put no belt and no wheel on, so that's a challenge. But because I've been in a situation where I had to just receive and let go, and there's absolutely nothing that I could do, I was I was stranded, and I was on my way back, right, to pick up my oldest son. This is before I had my little two, and this is the previous situation before this belt happened. And I was in California. I had got a job. I just got supervisor, and that happened in a miracle way. Did I know that was going to lead to all of that? No, I went out there to get help writing the book. Well, I've had the manuscript and the rough copy and all of that stuff, and that turned out to be not what it is. I had to come across, I put in a lot of action and kind of just being in the present moment, but still doing things. And I was put in a position where I had to just receive for that whole time. And then I actually sat down to do a tarot card reading in my car by the beach. I'm in California. Yes, I'm going to sit by the beach. Yes, child. Coming from the East Coast, yes, I am. And I'm talking about East Coast, Midwest. So, ain't no beaches, not no oceans. I mean, I could drive to a lake, but we ain't trying to do that. I'm talking about oceans, ocean blue, And so they told me, drive down the road. So after I did that reading, I just drove. Came across the exact same thing that I was looking for, that I was told. Well, I wasn't looking for it in that present time, but 6 months prior, I came across, some type of veteran assistance. Mind you, I got led to the city I was in through somebody else. I was doing Lyft. They was like, dude, no. Right now, the little spring break is about over. So they was like, this city where I was at is about to be dried up. Go down to the major city, the airport, and then, another country, Mexico is right there, you gonna get business, doing that. I went down there, guess what? I ain't get nothing. I don't know, because I had Ohio plates or what was going on. It was like, you ain't even from here. Nah, I mean, hey, stranger danger. I feel it. I get it. But before I even took this trip, before I started writing my book, I came across some veteran services. I wasn't able to utilize them because they didn't exist where I lived in that whole state. They didn't have that program. So I put it out of mind. You know, I called it. It's like, yeah, but you have to be here. I'm like, I'm not just gonna go to some random place that I don't know. You know, I was taught like you don't do that. You always have at least somebody that you know and have like $5,000 in your pocket. You know, I went down there with like $500 in my pocket, and I mean, I work for Lyft, so my job go with me. So I'm like, I can make more money. Like that ain't a problem. I'm Gucci. You know, I'll be able to get there and get back. Just got a brand new car. Oh, I finally got my Apollo, Lord. I know, it's a long story, but I promise you, it has. It's getting there. So I ended up getting a new job, hooked up with services. I was forced to receive just when I thought, but yeah, I was still coming from a place of strength. I was still coming from filling my own cup. On my way back to pick up my son, right? Mind you, I was there. Yes, I called my mom. She was like, "Do you come across this? You know, you only been there like you ain't even been at 24 hours yet. Like that ain't nothing but God. You know, that's how my mom was. You know, that ain't nothing but God. Yes, child. This is the place you've been talking about moving there for years. For years. Like that ain't nothing but God. Go on ahead. Go on ahead. I keep my baby for you know the summer because you know you about to move. I ain't gonna see my baby for a long time. So, I was like, you sure? Yes. I was like, okay, you know. So I called him on video chat, sent money and stuff, you know, because I eventually came across DoorDash. Sent money, you know, did what I could. So my mom wouldn't have to worry about taking care that ain't hers because I was never that type of person, which she wasn't worried about, so she had no problem keeping them. On my way back, was there. No, I wasn't even there for 2 months. I was there for a month because I just, no, going into 2 months because it was about a month and a half. So I just finished training. Training was like a month. I was there for a month as they was getting paperwork and everything processed to get into the programs, and I went through training for, you know, a little shy of a month. You know, okay, hey, y'all, I gotta go pick my son up. You know, they had, you know, family situation thing going on, so I was able to bring him and all that good stuff. I go now at this time. My mom's been considering like I might move down there, like, cause it's beautiful scenery, like, you know, what's considered hood where we from. The hood there looked like upper middle class. So you know, we didn't stay in the hood, but in comparison, I was a suburb country kid. But ended up driving, got stranded in Colorado, wherever the skiing place was. It was like 4 hours from Denver or something like that. I don't remember. That weather was crazy. It was cold as hell at night. I'm talking snow. By 10 o'clock, it's already 75 degrees. By 12 o'clock, I'm in shorts to the tank top. Come nightfall again, I was there for 1 night. No, 2 nights, thank God, because I don't know what that is. I thought Ohio weather, we talking about our weather bipolar. No, that's a whole nother level of bipolar weather. I don't know what's going on down there. But my car broke down. The same thing I got fixed through the program in California. They took the money, never fixed it, right? Because the same thing that was coincidentally supposed to be fixed. The VA paid for it and all. My car broke down on my way to Ohio to pick up my child. Thank God I didn't have him in the car with me, and that was the one thing that I was happy about. Physically drained, tired. I got to a point where I was just like, I have no idea, you know, what to do. You know, I was just like, you know what? I don't have a choice but to let go and let God. The same tow truck drivers like, how can you? Well, you supposed to, that's not responsible and all this other stuff. By the time he got to me, he had a completely different change of heart. Let's bring out, you know what, I'm going to tow it back. I'm not going to charge you anything. Hey, you know, consider staying, you know, here. I could offer you a job because of what it is that I got trained in. You know, they needed that there. You know, he had the connections with, you know, he's been there his whole life, so he knew everybody. You know, it was that small enough of a town. You know, I end up being able to, police officers, you know, help get me back to San Diego, and I end up saving up. You know, had this big work opportunity. saved up, got another car, you know, was able to bring my mom and son out. This time I was like, nah, y'all getting on the plane, the bus, the train, or something. Y'all coming on this way. Plus, I wanted her to be able to see California and go to a beach, you know. She's been to one other beach, and that was in New Orleans. So for her to be able to see the life out there that I've been showing her via video and you know, video chat and stuff, and showing them, like, yeah, you know, and I was able to do all that. If it wasn't for that, that situation would have happened. You know, my mom probably would have pushed off because she's not a big traveler. She liked traveling, but she's not a big traveler. You know, she would have pushed all that off. So everything happens in the way that it's supposed to happen. But believe it or not, that was the most liberating experience, because I learned just to have faith and to be open to receive, knowing that everybody does not have like a hidden or secret agenda. Even though I've been through a lot of that, where I was so defensive, was like, because even in that situation down there, I came across situations where it was like, oh yeah, I'll do that. Okay, well, and it blew up in my face. I was like, but you said, so you wanted, like, just be upfront. Like, hey, look, you want to do some type of barter system type of stuff, we can make that happen. Don't lie and be sneaky about it, you know, you feel me? So, but it was the most freeing because I seen a different type of humanity. Why? Because I chose to let go, and I chose to just be open to receive. If I chose to remain closed off, I wouldn't have attracted that. I wouldn't have allowed God, source, spirit, universe, Allah, Buddha, Yahweh, Ra, Damarwe, El, all got so many names, the creator of creators, you know, to work my situation, to give. Those experiences would not have happened. I wouldn't have seen being stranded, the stars. Yes, I was stranded, but yet I was on the side of a mountain. The stars were so beautiful. Yes, I got stuck in a mountain. I'm talking to dispatch. He's like, you seem pretty calm. I'm like, there's nothing I can do. I've already, you know, sat here and cried a bit. I've already been worried. I mean, I could sit here and continue to do that and relive a place of misery, or I can just enjoy the moment. Like, I've never seen stars that bright, or it literally looked like you could just reach up and grab one. Bubba. I knew that's what you did. Come here, Bubba. Come on. So he could close the door, he can't open the door. I'm almost done. I've never, okay, so that's my cue to wrap it up. Oh, Bubba. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That's my cue to wrap it up. But I've never would have experienced the things that I've experienced. I wouldn't have been able to see the places that I've seen. I wouldn't have been able to been the places that I've been, meet the people that I've met, like, and still have their business cards to this day. Like, it was beautiful. It was beautiful, and from that point, but I had to go through that experience to know, like, hey, it's okay to move away and not know anybody, or just know a couple of people, or one person, or just have faith in God, because the places that I have been since then, I didn't know my mother was going to pass away, you know. So being able to know that I'm going to be okay, because I've already done it, and I done it when I had the support, and knowing that I have support from her still, even though she's not physically here, and all around me, and what it is that I've came to believe in, and how I choose to, you know, correspond with what it is that I believe in, and what it is that I've been shown for me, for my journey, not based on nothing or nobody else, but for me on my journey, for my truth. It wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. So a lot of times it's having that challenge to be able to really allow ourselves to be in a place of vulnerability, so we can know what freedom is like, and freedom on a mental level, on an emotional level, on a soul level, on a physical level. Even when you're at the lowest of the low, because when you're down like that and have absolutely nothing, and it's all gone, and get to a place of being free and seeing the beauty, Imagine when you come through challenges when you are getting back on your feet, or you are fully on your feet, or you're doing very well and coming across a challenge. That ain't nothing. You're going to be even more appreciative because you've always had, you have that wisdom. You have that wisdom like, you know what, sometimes I can't do nothing. I just have to allow. And it's a beautiful thing. All right, confirmation message from the divine for the masculine energy of Aquarius. Okay, confirmation message for the feminine energy, divine for Aquarius. All right, divine and divine only confirmation message for duality for Aquarius. Have I seen that card? I've seen that card. Oh, I've seen that card like once before. Okay, so for masculine energy, we have magical alchemy, innovation, ingenuity, curiosity ahead of your time. With the challenges and things like that, sometimes we are ahead of our time in when it comes to the wisdom that we've gathered, and we don't know what to do with it until we allow and the opportunity presents ourselves. Like, I didn't know I'd be sharing that story for somebody when I was going through it. Nope, not at all. I just thought it was gonna be like, At first, I was like, this just some bullshit. And I'm like, you know what? This is just for me, and now I'm able to share that wisdom with you guys. Like, no, didn't think that. Card number 23, that brings about change. Confirmation message for the feminine energy. Inner oracle, you are the channel. Deja vu, self-fulfilling prophecy. Card number 17, that infinite abundance, the infinite freeing in space by having that reflection and introspection. Confirmation message for duality. Cosmic wave, new friendships, preparation, custodians. Oh, you got some responsibility coming. Got some responsibility coming. Got some responsibility coming. Alright, so I got this new deck. I wasn't going to use it because I didn't use it in any of the other decks, any of the other readings. But I'm drawn to it right now with the sauce. So we're going to go ahead. I've already pre-shuffled this. So I ain't going to shuffle too much. I thought y'all was going to be short. Y'all was short until I got led to share that message in that long story. Feel free to fast forward through it. Through my ramblings, but very entertaining story. Alright, divine and divine only. Divine and divine only. Okay. Divine and divine only. Yeah, but divine and divine only. Alright. One more. Divine and divine only. Divine and divine only. Alright. So, we got beloved. Prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. Relationship with oneself and actual relationship. Okay, so challenge energy and stuff like that and all that going through it. However it applies, hey. Nature for the feminine energy. Nature. Ground yourself. Find a sanctuary in nature. Connect with the elementals. Retreat. All right, now for duality. Emergence. Okay, so we have celebration. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. Lord, now I know why I had to share that long story. Because, yes, and the funny thing about it is, because I didn't share that part, how I got led on all of that, I wouldn't have done that or have the ability to even write the book if it wasn't for my divorce. That's what started it. I wrote a book about the insights of my reawakening, because I was awoke as a kid. It just wasn't. I was ahead of my time. You know, I didn't know that, so I had hid into. I lived in the world and of it, until time for me to. They're like, Stop hiding in the world. Stuff kept happening, stuff like that, and I ended up following my true north and all that good stuff, and yeah, it led to that journey, and it brought us here. Beautiful. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go before I talk y'all ear off. All right, y'all. You guys have a great one. Until next time.